Is it because the games are on at like 11
It's because
p.m. Eastern time?
we're in the land that time forgot, basketball-wise, unfortunately. But I think UCLA should be ranked. I was shocked that they weren't. I mean, that's not a big revelation. I think they're probably shocked too. I would assume that you guys are all shocked. But
how do you feel about going into this last weekend of the regular season with something to play for, as opposed to a year ago when you knew it was just the end?
You know, I got to say this about our guys a year ago. Played 2 great games at Arizona State and Arizona. Everybody knows what happened at the Arizona game. We won it. We just didn't get it on our record. But, you know, our guys played great games that last weekend, and I hope our guys play great games this weekend.
Did you sense any sort of difference in the attitude or atmosphere, given that, you know,
last year at this time we were on a 3-game losing streak, which, you know, always takes a little bit out of you. Now we're on a 4-game winning streak, so there's naturally, you know, a more of a feel-good type thing. But the bottom line is, obviously, there is something to play for. Our guys knew when they finished last year, March 7th or whatever it was, that it was over. And it's unfortunate for that group because they could have, you know, done something maybe in the conference tournament or NIT or whatever it might have been. So hopefully these guys are able to take advantage of these opportunities.
Washington State obviously has Klay Thompson.
Great player.
Simmons did a pretty good job against him last time. I assume he's going to draw that assignment again.
Yeah, that's who's guarding.
What unique challenges does Klay Thompson present versus anyone else in the conference?
I think Klay, if he was bulked up another 10 or 15 pounds, would be a legit NBA prospect at the two guard. And you know, having said that, that tells you what kind of ability he has. He's a knockdown shooter. I think he's great at getting to the basket. He's a way better athlete than people think he is. And he's so explosive that if you let down for a 5-minute period, the guy can knock down 9, 11, 13 points.
What adjustments do you expect him to make after a poor shooting performance against you guys last time?
I think he'll stay aggressive. He was aggressive last time. You know, he didn't shoot particularly well in the first half, but he was aggressive, and he's going to get some points. We're not going to shut him out. That's going to be impossible to do. He's too good. So what we'll have to do is just make sure that we defend as a group and help Marcus as much as we can.
Nick said after the game the other day that he jammed his thumb, but he seemed to have a wrap on his
I don't know
ring finger and pinky. Did he seem to restrict it at all out there today?
No. I don't even know what that's about. Who knows? Maybe he jammed his finger, you know, walking to class. I didn't know if he got hurt or not. He's fine.
How concerned are you about seedings in the Pac-10 tournament?
You know, you can sit around and think of all the scenarios that you wanted to. When it gets right down to it, everybody's just got to play the games out, and wherever you're seated, and you're going to play. So it doesn't. I'm not hoping for one scenario or another. We're just going to play the games and see where we're at the end of the season.
Would you rather not play in that first day if you could avoid it?
I think it's impossible for us to play in the first day. Yeah,
it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, you should be doing your homework.
I get into multiple. If there are multiple teams tied, it's not possible.
It's not possible.
Oh, well, congratulations then.
You have been running through possible scenarios.
I mean, yeah. I mean that way, but I mean, there are so many possible scenarios that I don't care who we play. You know, I just know as it stands right now, we wouldn't play on the first day.
Can you make a case that Nikola deserves to be the Pac-10 Player of the Year?
I think he could, but that's for other people to decide. That's not for me to decide. You know, if there's a guy any more valuable to his team, I'd like to see him. I mean, without Nick, we all know where we'd be. So the bottom line is I don't think Nick's even concerned about that. I don't think it even crosses his mind. I think the thing he wants more than anything is to try to win. And that's what makes him a great guy to coach. He doesn't care about that other stuff.